Who wants to be a millionaire? Well, considering that they made a show about it, I think it's a lot of people in America. But what do you do if you want to be a millionaire? Most people, they go online, they watch videos, they look at some influencers, maybe search up some side hustles on Google. But in this video, I'm going to show you 7 useful, practical tips that you can use right now to hit that millionaire status goal. And I can tell you because we've personally scaled multiple businesses to that millionaire status, and I've got a lot of colleagues and friends that are millionaires as well. And all of these 7 tips I'm going to go over are things that I see each of them doing all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson says, success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. So the very first step in being a millionaire is to be consistent. In today's day and age with social media and how everyone just gets so distracted all the time, there's this constant shiny object syndrome that it seems like everybody gets, right? You hop onto one path and you're going down that road and then you see another thing and it seems like that's better, and then you go with the grass is greener on the other edge of the fence and you jump to the next thing. All of the millionaires that I personally know, they're really great at staying consistent. They choose a path and they stick with it. Tip number 2 is save to fund. So you don't just want to save to save. Okay, a lot of people, when they want to give you financial advice when you're getting started, they'll tell you, hey, make sure that you're just saving and saving and saving because eventually you're going to be able to make a lot of money by saving. And that's just not the truth, okay? You save to fund something that's going to be able to make you a millionaire. You don't save to become a millionaire. So the next question you might ask is, all right, well, if I'm saving for something that's going to make me a millionaire, what is that thing? Okay, and that takes me to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to learn a high income skill. So go ahead and take some time to research what is going on in the marketplace, what's going on in the world, and choose a skill that you know you can get paid well for. A really great example of this in the world that I live in the marketing world. So for us, it's learning how to become a media buyer. Someone who can come in and they can learn how to run Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Twitter ads, you name it, right? Someone who comes in and becomes an expert at that stuff now has a skill, an expertise in the marketplace that they can earn a higher income for, right? And you don't necessarily have to go to school for a long time for that. There's a lot of really great skills that you can go online and learn right now that can go ahead and earn that higher income for you. Go ahead and take some time, save up, and dedicate yourself to a path like that, and then go get a job that's making you more. Then once you make more, that allows you to save more for the next thing that you want to plug money into. Tip number 4, and I see all of this in most of my millionaire friends, is to be positive. You have to be positive. Most people don't realize this, but everybody around you can really feel your energy. If you go ahead and go to the workplace, right, and you have a couple of different coworkers, do you ever know that person that just kind of makes you feel like they're dragging you down? It feels like when you are around them, there's a little bit of a rain cloud and it seems like it's just constant complaining or negativity. That type of energy can be felt, right? You want to be the person that brings the opposite of that. You want to bring positivity, you want to bring encouragement, and you want to be the type of person that when your coworkers and your colleagues are around you, they feel like you lift them up and you make them better. All of the most successful people I know, when you're around them, they feel like they're lifting you up, not dragging you down. Tip number 5 is to show up. This is very simple, but a lot of people don't do this, especially when you're starting out and you're earlier in your career. You don't want to be the guy or the girl who's constantly calling in, you're going on vacations, you're showing up late. It's just not a good look, and it's really hard to elevate yourself and have other people take you seriously when you don't show up. Tip number 6 is to dig deep. Okay, a lot of people, they stay surface level, and when a problem comes their way, they give up or they ask someone else to solve that problem for them. If you are the kind of person that is willing to dig deep, you're willing to go the extra mile and figure stuff out, you are going to be much more successful than most people. All of the most successful people I know, they are great at creative problem solving. So don't be the person in the workplace that's constantly just giving up, or if a problem occurs, you look to someone else to find the solution. If you're the person who can go to your supervisor or someone who's a little bit above you and you can bring them a solution and say, hey, I noticed that this was a problem. Here's what I did to solve it, or here's what I think we can do. You're being so much more valuable to the company, and they're going to reward you for that. And tip number 7 is, instead of being a go-getter, try being a go-giver. The most successful people I know, the reason that they're successful is because they simply gave more than they wanted to get. If you can learn how to provide value to those around you without ever expecting something in return, that's the key. You don't just give because you want something, you give because you genuinely just want to help and provide value. Those are the people that tend to see the most success.